What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you that raw content that you deservedly need. And let's talk about Jrue Holiday, defensive specialist, veteran guard. He's in the trade rumors. There's two teams. One is the Golden State Warriors, and then the other is the Brooklyn Nets. And there have been reports that the Brooklyn Nets are willing to give the Pelicans a great deal. So as you can see there, the Brooklyn Nets are willing to give the Pelicans Spencer Dwindle, Jared Allen, Musa, and a protected first-round pick. That's a great deal right there. If I'm David Griffin, you keep that option in the back burner if no one else surpasses this deal that the Nets are giving them. This could help for both sides. For the Pelicans, you get a rim protector and someone that fits with Zoe, B.I., and Zion, and Jared Allen. Jared Allen is a perfect match with the Pelicans, someone that they desperately need, a big that can switch, very athletic, can hit the mid-range. For today's basketball, you need a player like a Jared Allen. You already know about Spencer Dinwiddie, underrated guard. Almost scores about 18 to 20 points off the bench, most times, sometimes starting. You know what you're going to get with him. Musa, I don't know about him, but the protected first-round pick is the icing on the cake. Now, I know there's Pelican fans that love Jrue Holiday, and he's a great guy. He donates. There's nothing wrong with him. But he's 31 years old, and it's best for both sides to move on to a different direction. As you can see, the Pelicans are in the youth movement, a lot of young players. And it would be nice for Jrue Holiday to play on a contending team, which I think the Brooklyn Nets will be. I know for a fact they will. Kevin Durant with Kyrie, LeVert, Joe Harris. I know a lot of people laugh at the Steve Nash hire. His assistants are going to be great X and O's coaches. They retained Jacques Vaughn, who did a great job as the interim coach for the Brooklyn Nets. So that's very important. But if they do not do this trade with the Nets, then they'll probably do it with the Warriors. If the Warriors give them the second pick, here's what I don't want that to happen. I don't want LaMelo to play for the Pelicans. Now, I know a lot of shines are going to tell me, oh, it's great for the brothers to play together. Yes, when it's a well-oiled machine. But I want that to happen later on down the line, when all Ball brothers are established. I don't want it that early when it's just one, exceeding expectations, and the other that's not. That just, I don't want it to ruin any development of LaMelo. The brother has a bright future, has unlimited potential, and it will be a waste if he's with the Pelicans, and the Pelicans are searching for our identity. The best type of team for LaMelo to go to is a team where he could develop as well as have his own type of identity. That's very important. But let me stay on topic. I don't know what the Warriors can give him, but Wiggins in the second pick, I guess that's good. But I just don't see the Warriors drafting LaMelo unless they're pressured to do it. There's not a big man on this draft that fits their need. Wiseman is a good offensive big man, but he doesn't have the defense yet. Maybe he will later on down the line, but I don't see it now. But from everything I showed you all, if the Pelicans really want to exceed the growth process, so to say, the Brooklyn Nets, that trade deal, if it's allegedly real, pull the trigger on it. You got to. Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, you put that with B.I., Lonzo, and I'm assuming Lonzo's improving. He's working out with Jermaine Jackson. I'm hearing he's putting in the work, so I'm going to take that word. But just assuming that Lonzo gets over the hurdle of not trying to attack the basket. Let's say he is that fear of attacking the basket is away, and you put that type of zone with Spencer Dinwiddie, B.I., Zion, and Jared Allen. You can't tell me that's not a fun team. And then the icing on the cake would be the coach. The Pelicans have to get a great coach. No more experiments. I don't want them getting Becky Hammond. Becky Hammond has earned her stripes. I give her respect, but that's an experiment. She has never been a head coach. They need a proven thing. A coach that if he's coaching the Pelicans, you know for sure, oh, that's a playoff team. A coach that's able to run sets and giving the basketball to the playmakers and the leading scorer. Also, another thing I want the Pelicans to do, revamp that bench. There's too many ball hogs. Brothers like Etwan Moore that takes every shot in their mama. Frank Jackson, he just go and doesn't think. At least he could attack the basket. That's at least a good thing, but besides that, that's not a fit. So they got to revamp that whole roster. Don't forget Jahlil Okafor. He's terrible. Cannot defend a fly. He has to go. And many others. See, the Pelicans have too many guards and not enough defenders, wings, big man. Hopefully, David Griffin wises up and makes some moves. If Jrue Holiday is still playing for the Pelicans next year and David Griffin does not make deals or passes on deals like what Brooklyn is allegedly offering, he needs to be fired. People got to realize sports leagues are a business. And the one thing that the Pelicans are shooting themselves in the foot is that they're too invested on loyalty from non-superstars. Jrue Holiday is a talented player and one of the best defenders in the NBA in the guard position. Now, he kind of dipped on his defensive abilities this year, but overall his resume speaks for itself. But Jrue Holiday does not deserve superstar treatment, and that's what the Pelicans are doing. If someone has a great deal, you make that deal. I don't care if they trade Lonzo. You make a deal. Or Brandon Ingram. I know they're not going to do that. But whenever someone gives you a deal and it fits all your needs on your team, you make that happen. Shoot, if the Brooklyn Nets want Jrue Holiday that bad, and you already know Kevin Durant has always given Jrue Holiday respect. Now, you know the Nets do not want to give up LeVert. Let's say they could throw in Joe Harris into that deal as well. That's definitely, you got to make that. You got to make that deal pronto. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a scout. I'm not a NBA aficionado. I'm not, an analyst. I'm just a person that watches basketball. and I watched a lot of basketball, and I definitely watched the Pelicans. I know what their weaknesses and strengths are. They need to wise up, build the team the right way, and stop lollygagging, because the Western Conference will be the toughest conference in history, probably. There's so many good teams in the West. A team like the Minnesota Timberwolves, if they were in the East, they're a playoff team. They may be probably the last place team next year. That's how tough the West is. It's gonna be a bar burner. That's why it's important for LeBron to win it this year. He knows the West is going to be tougher next year. Watch LeBron in these playoffs. He's going to play with so much energy and desperation and effort. You're going to be like, man, how is he playing with that much fire? You're going to see it because LeBron knows. He's smart. He knows this is the best year to get a ring. That's why I don't see anybody beating him this year. So all this is interesting. Hopefully the Pelicans wise up. Like I said, they don't need to be operating off emotion, just knowledge. That's all they have to do. And that's all I have to say. Subscribe to the channel, like, share. All praise to the Most High. Without him, none of this is possible. Peace.